It's important for I&O professionals to remember that security and compliance are just as important as other issues that they're trying to deal with, because really the primary concern of an infrastructure and operations professional is to ensure availability and performance. And security breaches and vulnerabilities provide exactly that, exposure to availability issues and performance issues. So it's very much in their purview to worry about security issues. It's just a specific kind of issue that may creep up. For those organizations who are only doing vulnerability scans after an application is complete and running in production, they are leaving themselves very exposed. We need to understand that there is no perimeter today. Malicious attackers are able to get into and through our applications into our internal systems and are able to access customer-sensitive data. In 2014, malicious attackers were able to spend 205 days inside the network before they were even detected. The best way for I&O professionals and security professionals to work together is to left shift their security processes. What this means is, in the development lifecycle, in DevOps methodology, you create what's called a continuous delivery pipeline, which is automation all the way from ideation of an idea to the release into production. Now, what you can do with this is, it's a great opportunity for security professionals to insert automated security tests all the way from the beginning of the development lifecycle. That means that it gives visibility to developers and I&O pros like they never had before of potential security problems. For I&O pros who are unfamiliar, applications provide what security professionals call an attack surface. It's that exposed part of the application that malicious attackers can use to gain entry into an internal network or to sensitive data. I&O pros and security pros can work together to reduce an attack surface by a few things. First of all, use real-life examples about where current breaches have happened, how they happened. Does your application and your environment expose those same things? By using real-world examples, it makes security issues real for I&O pros. Also, there's a thing called red teaming, where you can actually do exercises where I&O pros, along with developers and security professionals, together act like a red team and a blue team. Red team attacks and blue team tries to defend using existing tools and technologies. They're able to determine if they're able to attack and determine that attack, as well as fend off an attack. And you can simulate real-life examples. Automation can reduce an attack surface by using standardization. It also reduces an attack surface because it reduces any manual errors or unique configurations that may be inserted by not using automation. Infrastructure and operation professionals do not like traditionally to insert changes. It's because they're traditionally graded on availability and uptime. However, these changes are a necessity, especially in today's customer-driven environment, where changes mean updates to their applications. And those updates are really what drives them to stay with the application. So therefore, these changes are going to become commonplace. I&O professionals really need to make sure that they are ready for these kinds of changes. The best way for I&O professionals to get used to these changes that are coming at them faster and faster is through automation. How do they deploy those changes fast and in a consistent manner? Third-party software is actually a huge source of vulnerabilities for an organization. I&O pros can actually decrease an attack surface by using a standard set of third-party software. In 2014, 97% of the vulnerabilities exploited actually came from 10 common vulnerabilities and exposures, 8 of which have been around for 10 to 12 years. By using old third-party software, we leave the door open for malicious attackers. In today's world, I&O pros and security pros are very reactive to malicious attacks. In the future, security pros and infrastructure and operations professionals can become very proactive. By using automation, they can make environments more consistent, close gaps that malicious attackers are trying to exploit, and release software faster for any exploitations that have already happened. In today's age of the customer, where very powerful, choosy customers either love your application or leave, means that we have to have a digital transformation. Many organizations are creating new applications or extending existing applications, such as mobile applications and e-commerce websites, to draw customers in. This leads to heavy pressure on the infrastructure to accommodate changes in usage, types of applications, and speeds of releases. To accommodate these kinds of changes, I&O pros must use automation to ensure these changes are done quickly and consistently.